G'day guys, welcome to Rumble's Fish Room. So as you can see, I'm in my gym attire. I don't even have time to get changed today. So as I said yesterday, I'm going to do a few species spotlight. Obviously Blake's Aquatics does them, so if you want to see some species spotlights, his is the channel to head to. My idea behind this is none of the fish, well, except for maybe the killifish and the discus, none of the fish in my fish room Blake has. None of the fish I have in my fish room, none of the fish Blake has in his fish room I have. So the idea is I'm going to do some species spotlights as well. Very similar title. And the joy of a similar title is you can search species spotlight, and not only will it come up with my videos, it'll come up with his. And I might even talk to him and maybe do a playlist with both of us, so you can actually look at species spotlights. We'll be able to cover most of the subcategories of Africans. He's got nearly like every tropical fish you can think of under the sun. A few rainbows and things like that. And then the only one that's not going to be really well covered in this segment is Americans. But I'm trying, guys. I'm starting to get a few more Americans. So we might even be able to get some more Americans in that list. And maybe it'll just give me an excuse to buy more Americans. But anyway, it's pitch black outside. I want to show you the koi pond with the light on. You guys have seen it 100 times, but let's have a quick look. I know guys, this video is about Buccochromis, but I wanted to show you the pond. It's on point. So my old camera didn't pick it up, but there's something I want to show you. Alright, zoom in. Alright, see that pipe there? See how you can see you can kind of tell that it's a 90mm piece of PVC pipe. Oh, this camera is insane. See those little dots on the bottom there? That's like little rocks. It's like aquarium gravel. So that pipe that you can see there, that white circle, that is 5 foot under the water level. 5 foot. That excites me. It's the little things that are exciting. Let's go have a look at the fish now. Alright guys, so my first species spotlight is pretty obvious to some of you. It's always going to be my favourite of the Africans. It's Buccochromis rhoadesii. So I thought about googling it and like looking up some stuff and then talking to you about the fish, but I don't want to sound scripted. I want my species spotlight to be my personal experience, so I'm actually not going to even look at all the Wikipedia or read anything about it. I haven't googled these fish for years, so this is purely my experience. So you can see they're clumping quite a lot. They do find safety in numbers at this size. I found when they get bigger they do get a lot more aggressive, and the reason I'm growing them out in such a big group is because last time I had like 12 and the male killed like 7 or 8, and I actually ended up with 1 male, 2 females. Actually, no, sorry, I ended up with 2 males, 2 females, and I ended up selling 1 male because they were fighting so much. So I would class these as a quite aggressive fish. The behaviour they're showing right now is not overly common for them. The problem I'm having at the moment is the light's been off and I've just come in and turned the lights on. Shout outs to having the fish room on switches, but I can turn the rest of the room off and we don't get glare on the glass. As for feeding, I generally feed Buccochromis cheaper food just because of how much they eat. I'm dropping in probably close to 50 grams. Probably 30 grams I would say actually. We'll say 30 grams twice a day. And at the moment they're just on aquaponics food. When I had the smaller group I was feeding them nicer food, and yeah, don't get me wrong, I know that the colour isn't going to pop on this food, but I generally feed them extreme aquatic fish food at least twice a week, just to give them some good food as well. You can see there's a male there starting to colour up. So these guys are currently probably 12 to 15 centimeters. One thing that really surprises me is there's like close to 40 in there, and they're all so close in size. They're not like flower horns where they're all completely different in size when they grow up. They seem to be growing at a really similar rate. There is one small one in there, but I'm not sure if the one smaller one is from the same batch. I may have actually thrown a younger one in there from memory. I actually had some younger ones, and I was thinking about making this group even bigger than it is now, and someone actually ended up making me a good offer on the other 20 that I had, so I sold them. These guys get up to like 32 centimeters is what my old male measured. The male gets like pretty much mainly blue in colour, and then they get some red around the gill plates and that. Some of the females get some gold faces. I kind of wanted to breed the girls with the gold faces, but it seems so far these girls aren't showing gold face, but the mum of these did have a gold face, so fingers crossed as they get older they end up showing the gold face. So I ended up losing my main breeder female, and the other one I wasn't happy with the quality of her, so I didn't breed her, and I ended up selling the male as a display male. As I said, he was huge, like 32 centimeters. So these guys have still got a lot of growing to do. These guys have actually started breeding. I've stripped one mouthful. You guys saw that the other day. So I want to say breeding age is 18 months. That is a bit of a swing in the dark, but I'd say these guys are 18 months old. They might be even older. I know time flies when you're having fun. What else is there to say about them? They eat lots of food. So we've got the jumbo sponge in there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 XY 390s. There's a bucket filter, and then there's the bigger sponge, like the 28, 20 something. And if you look at the tank, it's actually not that clear, and that's just because of the brute amount these guys eat. I've actually got the food up here, so I kind of plan on giving them a bit of food. This is sort of, actually probably a bit more than that. This here is what I've been giving them twice a day, so no shortage of food. I don't know if they're going to eat, they just woke up. Oh yep, there they go. There's actually a catfish in there somewhere. He might come out now that there's food. I really should have thought that out. I dropped the food right in front of the pole. So these guys are already getting spooked out, but they need quite a big tank. If you look here, this tank is 7 foot across. It's 4 foot front to back. So if you look from that corner there to that corner there, I think if I hold the camera like here, you can actually kind of grasp how deep the tank is. And then it's 2 foot tall. So from bottom to top is 2 foot. So this tank's over 1,000 litres, and it's, if anything, maybe a bit too small for how many fish I've actually got in there. The trio I used to have, I had them in 550 litres. They seem to do alright in that size tank. But yeah, if you've got a 500 litre tank, I definitely wouldn't house many more than 4. Obviously I'm taking it to the extreme with how many I've got in this tank. And with the slight cloud of the food in the tank is definitely a testament to how far I'm actually pushing it, putting this many in here. I've actually got another jumbo sponge filter sitting at Korean Pet Central, which I've got to go pick up, and this room is actually going to run on 2 of them. I mean tank, not room. So my plan is to run those 2 jumbo sponge filters and take every single other filter out. So it'll basically be testing those 2 sponge filters on a heavily stocked 1,000 litre tank. I think it'll be a good test to see whether they're what they say they are or not. They do rate them for up to 1,000 litres, but I'm going to double that just because of the fact that I've got like 40 to 50 Buccochromis in the tank. Like, anybody who knows Buccochromis, 40 to 50 in one tank is ridiculous. And it'll just be a testament to the filter if it actually keeps up. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll actually see my next project that I'm taking on. It's quite large, there's quite a few hours involved, but I'm trying to make it into a 2 or 3 part video. So I need to get quite far in it to make one video, if that makes sense. But it's going to be a banger. It's something that I haven't seen on the internet before. I've never seen anybody build one. It was a complete spare of the moment thing. And follow me on Instagram. You'll know what you'll get a good idea of what it is. And also follow me on Instagram because I want to try get a bit of a following going. I'm a bit late to the bus, guys. I've had an Instagram for years, but if you notice, I've only started posting in the last 6 months, and I just can't really be bothered with Facebook anymore. So many negative people, so much negativity. I'd rather just stick to YouTube and Instagram. Instagram give you the highlights, kind of a bit behind the scenes because I post more on there, and also you get like the early bird gets the worm kind of thing, because you'll actually see things like example today what I posted is a bit of an insight of what you might see in the video next week. I'm probably telling a lie, it'll probably be before next week, but it's definitely well, actually it's like Thursday, so yeah, it will be next week. What day is it? So tomorrow will be live, guys. Patreon giveaway, live raffle, and I want to get some guests up. We'll see if we can. I want Friday Night Live to be a party, you know what I mean? All the friends and family. I don't get a lot of time to watch other YouTubers' videos, hence right now it's the middle of the night and I'm trying to make a video. But I feel like if I do Friday Night Live and bring other YouTubers onto my channel, I can ask them the questions of what they're up to. They can kind of give me an insight on what videos they've been doing for the week, and also it works out good for you because you get to see what they've been up to as well. So that's pretty much my plan for the Friday Night Live. But anyway, if you like this video, guys, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more species spotlights, drop a comment. Let me know which species you want to see. A lot of you already know what species are in here. So if there's one you want me to talk about, let me know. And peace out.